Welcome back to the Fresh File run of Warriors Abyss. You know why we're here. Lu Bu, the legend, with his weapon unlocked, which I got extremely lucky to get. To prepare for our run, we're going to get the rest of the Lu Bu army here, his daughter, Linshi, his strategist, Chen Gong. And aside from that, we're going to keep working our way towards Zhuge Liang. We have 5,000 left. Let's get Masayuki Sanada. He helps us unlock another, max level up. 2,000 left. Let's take another way, officer. Josh Shu, we've been meaning to unlock him for a little bit here. Keep the 119. We're not going to waste a lot of time here. We have one thing to do, and that is first to find the other Dynasty Warriors tab. There it is. And we're going to take Lu Bu. 10% increase for every Lu Bu emblem, which I believe is Lu Linshi, Chen Gong, Dong Zhuo, and Zhang Liao. And Diao Chen, of course. So you get a 50% total bonus. If we find the red-haired treasure, we get a 50% bonus to attack and defense. Defeat enemies explode. It's nuts. Charges Mushu when you inflict shock. So we're going to be pumping shock. Once again, we're doing regular. Because we don't want to deal with the heroes being locked on the trees. It's just not worth it. Lu Bu, I think, is probably the character that even people that don't even never play Dynasty Warriors know who he is. I would be willing to bet that. I'm going to take Zhang Fei for more Vigor emblems. Not a whole lot to really consider there. We're going to look for Zhang Liao here in the skill bucket. A Lu Bu army emblem. Lu Linshi is also going to be key to this build. Her unique tactic boosts Lu Bu officers. We have a decent amount in this bucket. Zhang Liao is not super rare. I'm going to roll a couple times looking for him. All right, we're going to stop rolling. We're going to take the shock and vigor from Kenshin. That's good enough for me. Another bucket with Zhang Liao in it, also Bolt, which is what we're working towards because of our bonus that we get with Mushu charge with Lu Bu on that. Okay, crystal beads, and we're going to use it immediately on this Bolt tree because Bolt is going to be very valuable to us. He's already, I haven't even scaled his attack at all, and he already just annihilates people, as you would expect. Let's just see, only Zhang Liao or Chen Gong is also here. Let's try rolling. There he is. That's the first Lu Bu army that we find. I can't do another one. I'm gonna save the rest. Let's take the mission and the tree. Yeah. This dude is just, as he always is, he's just one of the strongest heroes in the game. They took away his it used to be, he had an ability to double his attack speed in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8. That was absolutely cracked. It's probably good that they took it out. Boosting Chen Gong is going to be, I guess, valuable. I'm just going to take it because it was Bolt and we needed some strength emblems. Chen Gong creates a zone that lowers enemy attack. So summons other heroes who have Lubu emblem when this hero is summoned. So we are definitely going to keep Qingong in the formation for that because we are planning on having all of them available to us. Is Dong Zhuo in the strength bucket? He's not. Let's go for this. We're getting dangerously close to the end of this world tier without having an invulnerable evade. We're going to sell out for that like we always do. Yeah. And just absolutely absurd, the attack here. More bolt. It's just, it's what you do. I haven't even done my Mushu attack yet. This is just a regular tree. Let's take the invulnerable evade. I really like the emblem here with the emblems from Kai here, increasing our attack and bolt attribute, but let's just get the invulnerable evade active. I forgot what that Sonata activated tactic does. Just want to look at it again. Okay, not relevant for us. Very good, but not something that we need. Yeah. That will help us activate Qingong. Let's take it. Diao Chan is only Grace. I think that's her only emblem. So she's going to be hard to find, you know. We also want to get the skill emblems up because his attacks just keep getting better and better. Like, the chains keep going. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we literally have not we have not been hit, and no one can really touch us right now. I don't want to roll because we need to find the Lubu officers. Let's do burn. I like burn the most, as you all know at this point. Skill emblems. We said that was what we're going for. Let's take that. And then Lulin Shi, I haven't used her very much. I'm not sure which emblems she has. We're gonna try to get Zhongli out here. Yeah, it's just outrageous. What can you say? It's what you expect, but just seeing it like this still is. We're gonna take more skill. I want to be able to use his like really good attacks later in his chains. 90 enemies in 45 seconds. Lubu does that before he gets out of bed every morning. 90 enemies in 45 seconds. If you weren't familiar, you know, with the sort of legend of this character, he's regarded as one of the greatest warriors of all time. His horse is red hair. It was often said among horses, red hair, among men, Lubu. Just saying that they are the best of those two categories of things. I don't want to roll more here. There's too many things in this bucket to pass up this because it's so effective for us. I'm gonna put Ina in as well, taking out Yuan Shao probably. Bullets of Light, that's a bolt effect. This is also a bolt effect. Take that out. Cool. Let's do this. Kenshin is also bolt, though. I mean, we're almost full bolt here. Places a sphere, shooting spinning blade ahead. It does bolt or flame. Let's put the flame guy. Let's put Neomasa in for flame. Right now we've only got one Lubu army person. Our attack is only at plus 25%. We're already at 700 attack though, so should be good. Would have been better if I had gotten that burn skill to hit. Yes, 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 yes. We should really be doing our Mushu attack more. We're gonna start doing that for sure in the next world. I've honestly I haven't had to use it at all. Big surprise, we're using the strongest person's ever lived almost. And they always make him super strong. I think he starts with 2 vigor, a skill, and a bolt. It's crazy. You know, he's one of those guys that has 4 emblems at the start. Nice. Red hair. We do not get red hair. 100% chance of getting karma embers after every 50 enemies defeated. Let's take it. Let's take it, because you know our goal at this time is to unlock all of the heroes. And what's going to happen then in the channel is we're going to close the fresh file playthrough. They'll all be in a playlist, of course. But, you know, in my opinion, once you've unlocked all the characters, it's no longer really a fresh file. So then we're going to kind of go into videos of doing the traversal levels, doing challenging things. And they'll just be, you know, Warriors Abyss videos. And we will continue doing Warriors Abyss videos until morale improves, as the saying goes. I just am really enjoying this game. I think it's got some serious legs. I think it's underrated right now in the roguelike community. There are some people playing it. I mean, every day I'm seeing new people starting this game. So we don't. This is a blank tree. Let's take this for more burn. I don't want to roll yet. Giving us Zhang He. Interesting. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take the blank tree. I don't think Zhang He is good enough to warrant only going for him in a whole phase. And what's funny is I said I was going to do more Mushu attacks, and I just haven't still. He does his laser. You can actually direct it. One of the few Mushu attacks that I found you can actually direct while it's going on. That death laser is absurd. It kills you so easily in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8. Here he is. Here is... okay, Dongjua is actually not in Lubu Army, so that's unfortunate. But it does raise attack of flame attributes against barriers by 30%. Let's take Hanzo. Let's take him. That will help keep us on a level where we're getting enough for the evasion. We have a chance to find Diao Chan here. Gotta take it, because she gets boosted just by having Lubu. Whatever her ability is gets boosted by having Lubu. I really don't want to lose health or reduce my defense. We haven't lost any health. Let's just increase our defense. It's not going to matter as I take a hit, but we have abilities to heal, and we're going to level up a lot between now and the end of this phase. Even we're going to level up again. Applying flame attribute. Where is the decoy warrior? There he is. And there he goes. Just shooting a death laser out of his hand. Just like in the history books. We really, we're at the point where we have these rerolls. Let's try one. Okay. Take the rare hero. We activated Shen Gong's ability with that. That's good enough for me. So summons heroes with Lubu armor. We don't have any other ones right now. 4,400 is enough for Folding Fan. Let's see if we get Folding Fan from this King's Cauldron. The formation that boosts Bolt. That boosts off of Bolt. We don't see that. I'm actually not going to take a formation. We don't need a formation until we get Folding Fan. It's just a waste. Let's just see if there's someone up here that is catching our eye within keeping in mind that we would be spending almost all of our karma here or King's Blood here to get them. I think this might be a case where I'm going to go ahead and take this and just switch to it, just so we do something at that King's Cauldron. I really should have waited. So rare is exactly what we're looking for. That's probably going to be a Lu Bu officer because it will activate things for us. So that's exactly what we were looking for. Let's do our Mushu. Yeah. Everybody just vanishes off the screen when we're using this guy. It's just awesome. We don't see it. I mean, we're seeing stuff that activates stuff, but it's not what we want. Let's try one more. Okay. I mean, we have 6 of those. That would be some attack scaling right now. I'm going to take this. I mean, and maybe put in him for Sanada just to get some attack scaling. This will be Zhang Liao in here. Might as well take that. Is Lu Linchi a fire? No. I don't know what she is. I think she might be Slay, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Experience, please. All right. This is fine. Yeah. That's fine. Lose some health, but we're going to get it all back almost instantly. Yeah. It's going quite well. Alright, they want us to beat the boss in 1 minute, 2 minutes. Just curious how much that would do. It never really does that much to their barriers. It's the barrier that absorbs the Mushu attacks. Just smacking him with the halberd, as is our wont. Zhang Liao, thank you so much. So increases attack with Brave General. I'm definitely Brave General, right? Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna put him in. We need more Wei because this means that when we summon Chen Gong, we will summon Zhang Liao. We're gonna have that like that. We don't need Nobuyuki Sanada. Strength. There's some Wei in here. Let's take the fire and look for Dian Wei. Yeah, I like that. We're already almost done with, almost have almost all the fire heroes already, and only like 7 or 8 in there. I saw. Let's get Chen Gong out there and just take a look at what this looks like. We get a free, tornado from Zhang Liao when we summon Chen Gong. Super cool. It'll get better as we get more Lu Bu army people. Flame attribute. This doesn't really help us right now. Let's use our reroll. Dian Wei. That's what we wanted. because it's helping us get closer to unlocking, activating the unique tactic for Zhang Liao, which will then give us another 40% bonus on Brave Generals. We need 4 more Brave Generals, 2 more Wei. But first, Bird. Just do that one. I like this one the most because it's just like I'm right next to him as soon as it ends. Get the full effect of the first, second one, and then we're going to summon Shengong to get the tornado back again. But you know, he actually did his far dodge ability, which he almost never does. Make sure we get that. Yeah, he's just, you know, once you know how his attacks work, it's pretty easy to just no hit him every time, and we're gonna be in good shape here. Similar level of assembly gauge remaining from when we did it with Takadoro Todo. Still said it wrong. Red hair. So we got to take that. So now we have reduced cooldown for 2, 4, and 6. Having Shengong at 2 makes sense to me. Having Ina at 4 makes sense to me. We want that reduced. And then let's just put, you know, whatever. I'm going to keep Kenshin there. I don't care too much about the rest of these. When we get the other Lubu heroes, we'll care more. We're out of rerolls now. Looking for Lu Linchi and Diao Chan to increase our attack. What's our attack at? 103% already. That's pretty good. For this, you know, point in the game. We still have 2 whole, you know, worlds, 16 phases left to improve that. I am letting them hit me. I have bonus to my Mushu charge. I should just be taking that more often. Okay. Evasion count. We need evasion count. I need to remember too, I can summon Shengong more often and get more heroes out more often. Yeah. So there's nothing really in this tier other than this is great. A Wei plus Brave General working towards unlocking Zhang Liao's ability. I think we have to take this for the formation because we have 0 Slay emblems, I've just realized. So we're getting no benefit from the scissor, aside from the fact that they get some bonuses, like these that you see here increase the damage of these different attacks. So with that, you know, we're going to take a look here and look for Folding Fan. It's 5,000. So this is something where this is a major error on my part, not knowing that. That these cost 5,000. I should know that because it goes 3% 2, 5% 5, and then the next one, the 7% ones they cost 7,000. We do get a Wei Brave General, so it wasn't totally worthless. This hero's great too. I'm just gonna take it. I mean, it's unfortunate. We're gonna be at a deficit for King's Blood. We're just gonna have to wait and save up 5,000. King's Blood, just keep in mind we need 5,000 for that. I'm going to keep taking heroes now. But we're actually very close to activating Zhang Liao's ability now, which will increase our attack by 40%. Then reduces duration of summoning cooldown. This won't affect the boss, so I don't care. Let's do it. Let's try to increase our crystal beads. We got it. Awesome. Love getting the crystal beads one. I don't think we're going to use it on this tree. We're going to probably save it for another tree. Take more bolt. At this point, I'm thinking about this. It might be worth trying to find Goman, Ishikawa, and having him in temporarily to boost how many King's Blood that we get, because we made that error of trying to get Folding Fan. We didn't have enough. I'm just playing kind of silly right now. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. You guys know the line. Or maybe you don't. Decoy Warrior. Kind of a silly mission. It's, you know, it presents a bit of a issue because it's like, you know, all the enemies are still out there and they're still aggressive, and you still have to deal with this guy with a little more health than most of them have. Okay. Meat. We're getting a lot of that meat stuff. That's cool. This bucket is wisdom. Reducing summoning cooldowns will help us here. We're not going to use the crystal bead. We're just going to have to keep taking heroes. That's our reality. It'd be really nice if we saw... it's crazy, that just barrage attack with his Mushu. It'd be really nice if we saw some sleigh buckets. We just haven't yet. I do see a emblem here. Increase range. Anytime you increase the range of Lu Bu, it's just absurd in all these games. Reach is obviously has always been one of the most powerful skills in all the games, but especially for Lu Bu. Boosts attack by 100% for heroes with Wei emblem. So that would mean that this is particularly good for Zhang Liao, who we are going to have in our tray for sure because he's a Lu Bu officer. So we're going to swap in Jahadun, and we're going to swap in, and we're keeping in mind too that this 6, the person we put here at 6, gets summoned more often if we get to our 6th attack, which we have not been doing very often. I mean, it's unfortunate. You know, they're not giving us the buckets we need to find Lu Linshi and to find Diao Chan. Let's keep working our way towards the attack raises, because I'm starting to be concerned that we're either not going to find the folded fan, or we're not going to get the scaling we need from having enough Lu Bu officers. So I really would like to get, you know, as a backup, the Vigor emblems, so we raise our attack naturally using, you know, the intended effect of the emblems. Not that the unique tactics scaling is not intended, but you get what I'm saying, I think. So with Jahadun in our tray, and we're going to get 2 summons for Zhang Liao every time. And now that I'm thinking about it, we should put Zhang Liao on the 4 so he has a reduced cooldown. I'm sure someone out there thought of that before I said it. That's okay. Let's do this. Shortened evasion cooldown. Always nice. One of the most important things to have, of course. We've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. That's a wall. Phase 5. Rip it. Just rip it, man. Stay safe. You get some refund anyway because you do so much damage. A lot of items dropping. Interesting. Tears of Blood, great. Okay, so this is what we were talking about. We're boosting Zhang Liao. which is great. We're going to take Goman, and we're going to do as many Mushu attacks as we can. We're putting in Goman so that we can get more Tears of Blood to make sure we have enough the next time we see it. There. No, I meant that. Yeah, because that will make him spawn more often, or his cooldown will be lower as long as we get to the 4. We need one more Brave General, and then we get the 40% bonus attack from Zhang Liao. We just got to remember to keep using our Mushu. This is very funny, this King's Cauldron being here. We only have 3,300. We're not going to fall for that one again. Once again, just not getting the buckets we need. I'm going to take this for the bolt, because we're selling out for Folding Fan. Let's get some Tears of Blood going here. Alright, so burn duration, fortify during assemble. You want to have that because, at least for me, the way I finish the final fights is I get them to... I finish the bosses in the assemble gauge. So having bonus attack while you're in the assemble gauge helps with that. Okay, it did not read my input. I held B as the round was ending for Mushu, and it did not read it, which I'm very thankful for. Liao has arrived. Great. Which also boosts us. We're going to use the Crystal Bead. We're not. We're going to wait till we see a sleigh. We're going to wait till we see a sleigh emblem, and then we'll use it. Because that's what Lu Linchi is, I believe. Yes, I'm now very confident that that's true. This is Tears of Blood, but we already have 4,700, which we only really need 5,000 for Folding Fan. So we're about to be at 5,000. I'm gonna keep Goman in. I'm gonna keep farming with Goman. If I get Wisdom to boost Mushu charge, I'm gonna take it. I thought if I said it, they would give it to me. Let's raise our movement speed so we can move out of the way of boss attacks. It's so nice to have bonus speed. It's such an underrated thing in this game. Thinking about it, I think probably, the least valuable thing is strength. Like, once you get Endure, I don't really think about it as much. Maybe that'll change once we start getting into the higher traversal tiers. Okay. Raise attack 3, 50% bonus attack. That's what we're doing. Not going to use a Crystal Bead, of course. This feels ominous. I don't know about that. Considering we don't have really any scaling off of our formation, we're already at 212% attack. I think we're just at the point where we understand this game. We know how to make the attack scale. We're using heroes that, enable us to do powerful things. Let's get Shenggong out there. Yeah, that's huge damage. Can I get to Zhang Liao, please? Thank you. Ugh. Cool. I really didn't think about it until this run, how effective it is with Goman Ishikawa to just farm King's Blood with him early and then switch him out. Because, you don't... It's not like they level up or anything while they're in your tray. You can take them in and out as you please. I mean, it doesn't really affect anything. Okay, I want this. I want to finish off having Lubu's army. I think that's a very fun idea, and I want to do it. I want to get Diao Chan, I want to get Lu Linchi, and I want to put them on this tray along with Jahadun. Again, we get the one that doesn't matter. I really don't want to reduce my speed for this phase. It's too annoying. I'll take the damage. And I'll heal back, in like 10 seconds or something. Shock probability. Yup. Because that helps us charge our Musu. We gotta remember we're using our Musu attack. So we want to charge. We want to get people afflicted with shock and then hit them to charge our Musu. And that's how we farm Tears of Blood. Yep. The ultimate meme from the Dynasty Wars games is do not pursue Lubu. When you first see him at the Battle of Hulao Gate, they always make him obscenely powerful. You can beat him, but it's just pulling teeth. It's so hard every time. And then, it's kind of a big nice point in the game, towards the end game when you're more powerful, you can either go back to the Battle of Hulao Gate and beat him, or you beat him at the Battle of Shapi, something like that. And they'll be like, that's insane, you beat Lubu. So, if you see someone saying do not pursue Lubu, that is what they're talking about, because they always say that. We got double Tears of Blood there. That's great. And now watch us not even be offered it. We still have our Crystal Bead, and I'm pretty sure Diao Chan is here. No. Okay, so let's take this, and we're going to roll for Diao Chan. Okay, don't care. It'd be cool if we get this. It's a free revive. We got it. That's awesome. We have 12,000 Tears of Blood now. I'm just curious if this also increases the Tears of Blood we get. It's looking like it definitely does. It still counts as a Mushu attack, which makes sense. Free emblem here. I want summoning skill shots, so I will take it. It's outrageous. It's an outrageous capability we have, and we're not even close to being our full power. Get some Tears of Blood out of it before we leave. Diao Chan is who we want. There she is. The woman who sank 1,000 ships or whatever. Lu Linchi is in here. Yep, there she is. I forgot to put in Diao Chan into the formation. That's fine. Gosh, it's just insane. I don't think I need anything else other than the C2. Let's have some more people spawn, and then I'll use my Mushu on them. The archer enemies are annoying because they don't really hoard very well. They kind of just stick in the corners, and there's not a whole lot of them. Yeah, it's just crazy how much that tornado does damage-wise. So after we have Lu Linchi, we're going to take any King's Cauldron we see, obviously. Find that folding fan. And this has been really valuable, having the the red hair that gives us the increased danger zones, because we have more enemies to attack, and thus more Mushu attacks to defeat enemies with, and then more Tears of Blood. So it all kind of is feeding into itself here. They are regretting challenging us. Yeah. If we had more charm emblems, we'd probably get to the point, where Qingong would always be available. We could always summon all of our heroes, our, Lu Bu army people. Taking more burn. Always nice to have. Get that damage over time effect. A Slay. Okay. Okay. Rolling for Lu Lin Shi. There she is. No. Not yet. Not yet. So we're going to put in... We're taking out Gouma now. He's done his job. Here. And here. So we now have the four Lu Bu army people. Lu Su is giving us attack boosts from our wisdom. And Jahadun is giving us the attack bonus to Zhang Liao by 100%. Just worth looking at here, because we have the same scaling effect from Dian Wei, and he's actually Wei. So we have 5 here, and we have 8 here. A difference of 15% attack for Lu Bu versus Dian Wei's ability doing more damage by virtue of him being Wei. I think we're gonna make the change. I think that makes sense to me. So we have 12 here. Increasing range, I don't think it really matters as much. Maybe we do this, and just as kind of a hedge for if we don't get Folding Fan, we'll at least have some benefit from having Scissor active with the Slay emblems that we have. We're going to take, and this is hilarious because we just got rid of Lu Su, that would have been nice to have. Let's take Charm. Let's try to get our summon cooldown up. Let's just see what this looks like with Qingong. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. I forget what Diao Chen's even did. I forgot to look. Oh, it's an aura for me. I think it boosts my attack speed, I think, while I'm inside of it. That'll be helpful. I mean, that's great. Okay. Increase attack by 100% for heroes with the Lu Bu RBM when attacking enemy barriers. Well, it's over. I didn't even look at that. Let's just see what the other unique tactics are we haven't unlocked yet. We need to find Dong Zhuo. Wow, I can't believe I didn't look at this before. We have got to find Dong Zhuo. Okay. Okay. Blank tree. I see. I saw it. I saw the King's Cauldron over there. This is 100% attack bonus when we are able to, and we are 100% able to roll for Dong Zhuo because of the thing we took, the mirror or whatever it's called. The folding fan is, it's going to be nice, but it's not. Yeah, right now I think it's a 60% bonus. This is 100%. I know you're saying, okay, all right, we get it. But hey, I mean, if I wasn't passionate about this, I wouldn't be making these videos. So let's keep attacking and stop thinking about existential stuff like that, we're going to take skill just because it's very low right now. That is so crazy how many effects go off there. Eventually his C2 changes. I don't know what it takes for that to happen, but C5 is now crazy. Defeat Decoy Warrior. I got something for the Decoy Warrior. Where is he? There he is. Yep. Get blasted. Oh, okay, so you can get unique weapons while you're on normal mode. This is for Chen Gong. I haven't used Chen Gong yet on either of my files, so that's cool. We are rolling for Dong Zhua. This is a normal tree. It might take a bit of time to find him. We know what he looks like. He's the big one. The big guy. There he is. Perfect. 100% attack increase for Lubu. We don't need to put him in the tray. We can just have him on our bench, and that will activate Diao Chan's ability, which gives us 100% bonus attack. I think we're getting close to... We have 320% attack. Okay. All right. Charm. Summon cooldown is next. Fortify during a symbol 2. We don't have Liu Bei yet. I'm going to roll for Liu Bei. I'm going to get one more Charm hero so we can fortify during a symbol 2. Do more damage during a symbol. I think we're doing, with some of our charge attacks, more than 1,000 damage. Yeah, our charge attacks do more than 1,000 damage now. We're going to enjoy this while we can, while we're super powerful and we're, playing on normal mode, because once we start getting into the traversal levels, it is not going to be as easy as this. And the way it works is you can do traversal level 1 with any hero, but to do the next traversal levels, you have to have beaten the previous one with the character that you're trying to do. So you can't do 2 until you beat 1 with a certain character. So you can see how there's a lot to do if you were to attempt to beat traversal level 5 with a lot of characters. It takes a lot of runs to do that, but there's a lot of weapons to unlock. So it's a good system here. Increase evasion count 2. This is going to be one of the easier final bosses I've fought. And so we said we were rolling for Liu Bei to start with. Great. We're using our crystal bead, and we're going to take... What does that do? All right. Yeah. We're going to take Nobunaga. We don't need to make any changes other than that. This will be 14, which is destroy barriers to charge Musu. Guess we'll take it. I think it will be not super helpful because we're about to be at the boss phases, and once we break their barriers, we're just really going to be, doing a symbol and probably killing them in no time at all. So, attack actions 3. Do we now have the? Yeah, we have the grab. So he reaches out. He charges forward. He grabs the first guy he sees, and slams him into the ground. It's very cool. Same with the C3. He does some additional attacks with the C3. People are literally just bouncing off of the environment and exploding and hitting other people and exploding. I'm not even using any real special abilities. I'm just kind of swinging around with the strongest guys ever lived, you know? Look at that. Look at that. Look at Lu Linchi's ability is the Slay version of Sun Xuan's bullets. And I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, we don't even need to interrupt them with charge attacks. We interrupt them by just killing them before they can even move. That's pretty great. You do see, though, you know, with those officers, they've still got a lot of health. I mean, even with all of our attack bonuses, it still takes a few hits to kill them at the end of the game. We did not get to use our King's Cauldron. You know, what can you do? Is all I'm really going to say about that. Guan Yu is the best option here. Our formation is perfect. We don't have to adjust it. It'd be nice if we'd gotten Folding Fan. We did not. So even if we had gotten Folding Fan, we would have even more attack bonus. But as it stands, we are just so strong. I don't think you can grab this version of Lu Bu with the Lu Bu, you know, with the C2, but I'm going to try it. Oh. No, you don't grab him. You do not grab him. Wow. I wasn't even doing anything. I summoned Shen Gong, and all of his army got summoned, and they just downed him. All right, we're gonna get a flashbang here. We want temporary invulnerability. We can't guarantee we're going to get another Vigor Emblem, so we'll take the one that actually does something. Invulnerability for 3 seconds when taking damage. It sounds better than it is. I mean, it's, you know, because the boss fights are so long that you're going to, you know, that 3 seconds, it enables you to not just get trucked and die, you know, super fast. But if you're getting hit, you'll get hit again shortly after. I mean, it's not like you're invincible for super long periods of time. Eldritch horrors beyond your imagination. It's Gouma. Oh, dude, I really want to see what Shen Gong. Oh my lord, dude. I mean, wow. That's about one of the strongest things I've seen. It's really just it's barrier bonuses though, but still, that was outrageous. Thank you. Defeat the true form of Gouma. Don't mind if I do. You got lucky. He charged out of it. You won't get lucky again, though. I'll tell you that for free. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Like, I didn't quite have the my symbol gauge charged because I downed him so fast, but it will not matter. We've already got Shen Gong back again because of our reduced cooldown. I did a Mushu attack for no real reason. It does not matter. Gouma is defeated once again. Yep. We defeated him once again. Got to level 32. I mean, level 30 like right now our max level is like 36. I think really the highest I've ever gotten was about 36 maybe, back when I got like 2 of those events in a row for experience. Mashing to skip the credits. 19,000 embers we got from that. Like, that just goes to show you, we got something that increased the karma embers that we got, one of our treasures. But if we started doing traversal level 1, it would be way harder, and we would potentially die earlier because we wouldn't have been able to get all of those Lub. I mean, you saw what it took for us to get all the Lubu officers. We had to get the rolling treasure to get them. Now we did it, so we got 3,400 attack here. I mean, that's something to sneeze at. All right, let's see what we can spend our karma embers on. Almost 20,000. So, we really want to unlock all the heroes. Tadakatsu Honda is just sitting down here. Increase from flames by 200% while burned. I don't respect him enough. I'd rather try to get Zhuge Liang. Sima Yi is one of the newer heroes. Someone was telling me that he's crazy. What do you need for him? When you inflict any status ailment, inflict freeze on nearby enemies. Okay. I think I want to. I'm not gonna go back on what I'm doing. I'm plowing for Zhuge Liang. There he is. And let's look for another a great one of these 7%ers. We're gonna do Zhuge Liang next. We're gonna take the Bolt one. And we're gonna save the rest of our karma embers, and we'll do Zhuge Liang next time because he's one of my favorites. So yeah, thanks for watching. That'll do it for this episode, and we'll see you next time. See ya.